Welcome back to Brent Brown Ballpark. Game number 4 of the day here on KSL.com and DeseretNews.com. And game number 2 if you're watching on Spanish Fork Community Network in the city of Spanish Fork, as it's the Maple Mountain Golden Eagles and the Timpanogos Timberwolves, the defending 4A state champs. As Timpanogos seems pretty loose, they're excited and ready to go for tonight's contest. It should be a good one right now. The winner moves on to the state semifinals. The team that loses, well, they come back and they will play tomorrow, and they will play against the Salem Hills Skyhawks. So it should be a fun matchup there, as Timpanogos has just taken the field here as right now they just made a quick change. Not really a change in the lineup, but they wanted just to make a change over the PA system. We'll note that later. But right now, the winner of this one, they'll get the Spanish Fork Dons coming up on Thursday at 4:30. The team that loses this one, well, you kind of come back and play tomorrow at 4:30 against Salem Hills, and then you have to win twice tomorrow. We're just about set, ready to go. Probably get underway just about 7:30. Let's go ahead and give you the starting lineup for the Maple Mountain Golden Eagles. Leading off will be the center fielder, number 3, Dawson Hall. Tito Dennison, the second baseman, hits in the 2 spot. Tyson Ellis at first base hits 3rd. Colin Reed, the right fielder, will hit in the cleanup spot. Mikey Peterson, the catcher, hits 5th. Carter Shaw, the DH, will hit 6th. Tyler Boyack, 7th. Peyton Pond, 8th. And then Jake Roberts will round out the order and bat 9th. Jeff Seavey, the left-hander, will be on the mound tonight for Maple Mountain. We'll go ahead here momentarily and take a look at the Timpanogos defense. Pitching for the T-Wolves of Timpanogos tonight will be Derek Aquinto, a battle of left-handers tonight. Aquinto will make the start defensively in the outfield. It will be in left, Connor Iyer. In center field, Casey Hamilton. In right, it will be Josh Edmonds. On the infield, it will be Caden Walker at 3rd. Tyler Cornish at short, Connor Halford at 2nd. Spencer Olson at 1st. Behind the plate will be Jake Brooksby and Derek Aquinto on the mound. The sun is starting to set over Utah Lake. The pitcher's mound is in the shadows. And now becomes the toughest night if you're Connor Iyer or Peyton Pond to play left field. Dawson Hall's in the box. We're set and ready to go. First pitch is going to be fouled away at 7:30 on the dot. And it's no balls and a strike. The count here on Dawson Hall. The first pitch temperature at 70 degrees here tonight, and it'll be 0-1 here on Dawson Hall. Maple Mountain wearing the kind of cream color jerseys tonight, as Timpanogos in the blue and white with the white pants. And Hall sends this one foul down the left field line onto the berm. And some kids down there go fighting to see who can get the baseball first. And it's 0-2 on Dawson Hall. These two teams played earlier in the year in a game at Timpanogos in March. The 0-2 pitch right on the corner, but missed for a ball, and it's 1-2 the count. That ball game, a back and forth ball game, kind of a slugfest, went to Timpanogos, a 9-7 victory as Hall swings and misses. Brooksby will have to fire down to first to complete the strikeout, almost pulls the first baseman Spencer Olson, but there's one away here in the first as Dawson Hall down on strikes. One gone, here's Tito Dennison. Maple Mountain arguably maybe playing their best baseball of the season coming in to this tournament, having a very nice run through the top part of the bracket, winning their first 2 ball games. And here's the pitch coming to Tito Dennison. Aquinto comes in, that one's fouled back, and it's 0-1 on Tito Dennison. No balls and 1 strike. Dennison takes a quick step out of the box, now stands back in. Aquinto ready to go, the 0-1 pitch right off the plate for a ball, and it's 1-1. The stands are filled pretty good here, with full of Maple Mountain and Timpanogos fans. The Spanish Fork Dons are here eating dinner, watching their future opponent. That one rolled over to 3rd. It's Walker on the throw, throws it short, but a good scoop out of the bag at first by Olson, and there's 2 away. Not an easy play. Caden Walker had to make that kind of throw on the move and threw it short, but Spencer Olson able to save him by picking it out at first. And there's 2 away for first baseman Tyson Ellis. This is going to be a very big test for Maple Mountain. The pitch on its way misses low for a ball, and it's 1 ball and no strikes. Timpanogos, arguably throughout the season, one of the top teams in the state. The T-Wolves have only lost once all year long. The 1-0 pitch on its way. That one fouled straight back. And it's 1-1 on Tyson Ellis. They are likely the favorites to maybe going into the tournament. They were the favorites to go into the 4A state championship game, as they'll try to repeat. Timpanogos went through the bottom part of the bracket, winning twice last year against crosstown rival Orem. Here's the 1-1 pitch on its way, right off the plate with the fastball, and it's 2-1 the count on Tyson Ellis. Derek Aquinto, the left-hander, working here. He'll work at a pretty good pace here, as he comes set on the mound, ready to go, and the 2-1 pitch on its way to Ellis, a breaking ball, swung on and missed, and it's 2-2 the count on Tyson Ellis. Right fielder Colin Reed on deck for Maple Mountain. The left-hander Derek Aquinto ready to go. And here's the 2-2 pitch, about ready to come home, on its way. Ellis swings and misses, strike 3, and Derek Aquinto with 2 strikeouts in the top of the first inning. The Golden Eagles go down in order, 1-2-3. We head to the bottom of the first inning. Maple Mountain 0, the Timpanogos Timberwolves coming up to bat. Let's take a moment here on Spanish Fork 17. Let's thank our sponsors for making this broadcast and our many other broadcasts possible throughout the year. We want to thank the car guys, Dickerson Automotive, Lance Wilson State Farm, Triple T Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing, Michael Christiansen and Wise Attorneys at Law, MVP Sports, and Two Jacks Pizza. We thank them for making our broadcasts tonight and throughout the year possible here on Spanish Fork 17, as we are getting ready for the state quarterfinal here. The Golden Eagles go down in order, 1-2-3, and now we will introduce to you the starting lineup for the Timpanogos Timberwolves. The T-Wolves bring back a lot of players, a good core off that group that made a deep state championship run last year. Leading off will be the center fielder, Casey Hamilton. Derek Aquinto, the pitcher, hits in the 2 spot. Tyler Cornish will hit 3rd. Connor Halford, the second baseman, hits in the cleanup spot. Jake Brooksby will hit 5th. Spencer Olson at first base hitting 6th. Caden Walker, the third baseman, hits 7th. Cal Beardsley, the designated hitter, will hit 8th, and then Josh Edmonds, the right fielder, will bat 9th. Connor Iyer will play left field but will not bat in the lineup for the T-Wolves. Defensively for the Maple Mountain Golden Eagles in the outfield from left to right, it'll be Peyton Pond in left, in center field Dawson Hall, Colin Reed in right. Jake Roberts at third, Tyler Boyack at short, Tito Dennison over at second, Tyson Ellis at first, Mikey Peterson behind the plate for the Golden Eagles, and Jeff Seavey will be the left-hander on the mound tonight, looking to try to see if he can get Maple Mountain into the upcoming semifinal against crosstown rival Spanish Fork. We'll have to see how this one plays out, as just about ready to go. Casey Hamilton will stand in the box here for this Timpanogos team. So we are set and ready to go for baseball here on a Monday night. The sun is out, the lights are beginning to come on. We have no score as Casey Hamilton will stand in the box. Hamilton, Aquinto, and Cornish coming up. And we're about ready for the first pitch from Jeff Seavey. The left-hander kicks and delivers this one, a fastball that misses high for ball 1. 1 ball and no strikes here on Casey Hamilton. Ready to go quickly again on the mound. Seavey will kick and deliver the 1-0 pitch. And Hamilton takes that one high, ball 2, and it's 2 balls and no strikes. Both pitchers will work with a pretty good pace here tonight, especially if they get in a groove and in a rhythm. Here's the 2-0 pitch on its way, and misses low, ball 3, kind of squirts behind Mikey Peterson. It's 3-0 on Casey Hamilton. This is not a Timpanogos team you want to give free bases to. 3 balls and no strikes the count. Ready to go here, and Seavey kicks and delivers the 3-0 pitch, a breaking ball that gets in there for a called strike. And it's 3-1 the count here on Casey Hamilton. Hamilton in center field tonight. Here's the breaking ball that sits right in there for a called strike, and it moves the count full. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the breaking pitch, and that one just misses the outside for a ball. And Casey Hamilton and the leadoff man's on for Timpanogos here in the bottom of the first inning. Here comes the pitcher, Derek Aquinto. So nobody out, and Derek Aquinto will come up, the pitcher. Aquinto getting the nod tonight. It's a very deep pitching staff for Timpanogos as the first pitch misses with the fastball. 1 ball and no strikes here on Aquinto. Ready to go. Here's the 1-0 pitch, ready to come home. Getting his lead over at first base, Casey Hamilton. Here's the 1-0 pitch, ready to come home. Fastball on the outside corner, misses ball 2. 2 balls and no strikes here on Derek Aquinto. Tyler Cornish, the shortstop, will be the on-deck hitter for Timpanogos. CV ready to go. Thought he was going to come over to first. He doesn't. That's a big looping curveball that gets in there for a called strike, and it's 2-1. Both of these programs very familiar with each other, Maple Mountain and Timpanogos. Both of them have played a lot of contests here the last couple of years at the state tournament. The 2-1 pitch on its way. Breaking ball sits high for ball 3. And it's 3 balls and a strike to count. Timpanogos really has become kind of a mainstay here at the tournament. They are here almost, it seems like, every year. They make a deep run into the tournament. Last year, of course, being able to find a way to win the 4A state championship. Here's the 3-1 pitch on its way. Misses low, ball 4, and CV starts with back-to-back walks to Casey Hamilton and Derek Aquinto, and that does not spark a good sign early on for Maple Mountain. And now we'll have a conversation out on the mound with Mikey Peterson and Jeff Seavey, because right now the good news is Seavey's in a point where he can pretty easily find a way with a ground ball, turn 2, and get out of it. Tyler Cornish will be the hitter, running speed up over at first base, number 20 for Timpanogos. Got Tyson Hines, the sophomore. 1 gone here in the bottom of the first inning. Runners on at first and second. Try to confirm that, but I believe that is Hines, the runner over there, as the first pitch, breaking ball, and a swing and a miss. Peterson fires down to second to try to get the runner there, but Hamilton back underneath the tag. And it is going to be Tyler Hines will come in and run over at first base, running speed up for Derek Aquinto. CV, the left-hander, going to work. And here's the pitch home. The 0-1 pitch misses high, and the count evens up at 1 ball and 1 strike. One ball and 1 strike to count. Nobody out. Bottom of the first inning. Tyler Cornish at the plate. The pitch, a breaking ball, settles in low for ball 2. It's 2 balls and a strike. The count right now is everybody settles in here on a breaking ball. Stevie misses high with that one, and it's 3-1. The count here on Tyler Cornish. Right now, Maple Mountain just looking for that big first out. Any out right now will do something to kind of stop the drive. Back-to-back walks have led off the inning for Timpanogos. And here's the 3-0 pitch. Low and in the dirt, skips by Peterson. And the runners will round their next base, but they will hold, and the bases are loaded on 3 consecutive walks here for Connor Halford. Halford will come to the plate, and now we'll have a bigger conference out on the mound, as I believe that's the Maple Mountain pitching coach making a trip out to the mound here. And the last thing you want to do is get behind, and you don't want to get behind early, especially to Timpanogos, who by many ranks are the #1 team in the state. #1 team in the state potentially, and #1 for sure probably at the 4A classification in multiple polls. You don't want to get behind early on and have to try to dig yourself out of a hole. It's hard, especially later on in the ball game, to dig yourself out of those holes. And with Derek Aquinto on the mound, Aquinto's been sharp for Timpanogos for the last couple of years that we've seen him, as the home plate umpire will make his way out to home plate to kind of break up the conference on the mound. And right now his teammates give him a last bit vote of confidence here before heading back to their positions right here. Here's Connor Halford to the plate here. Nobody out, bottom of the first inning. Really, if you're Jeff Seavey, even if you get out of it with allowing a run, maybe 2, that might be a moral victory instead with the bases loaded and nobody out. Looking here for a strikeout or a ground ball where you can just cut the run down at the plate. They get a ground ball right to third. Roberts comes home to Peterson. The throw down to first is not in time to get Halford a bang play at first, but you get the big out at home to get Halford retired on what will be a fielder's choice. Halford reaches, Hamilton's retired, and a big first out of the inning. Here's Jake Brooksby. Brooksby will stand in at the plate, hitting in the 5 spot for the catcher. Ready to go here. 1 gone, bottom of the first inning. Bases full for the T-Wolves. Time called by Brooksby. He'll step out of the batter's box. It would just be huge from the momentum standpoint for Maple Mountain if they can get a big, maybe double play here, or mainly just keep Timpanogos off the board. Brooksby fouls that one back, and it's 0-1 the count here on Jake Brooksby. So, I mean, part of the reason why that is you don't want to get behind, obviously. You never want to get behind in a game, but when you're facing a team with the power and the pitching that Timpanogos has, all of a sudden a 3-run ball game starts to become like gold. The 0-1 pitch to Brooksby misses for a ball, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike. So everything kind of puts a little more pressure on you if you're Maple Mountain, especially if you have a hard time getting the bats going against Derek Aquinto tonight. The 1-1 pitch on its way, breaking ball right on the outside corner. It gets in there for a called strike, and it's 1-2 the count here on Jake Brooksby. Ready to go here. 1 ball and 2 strikes the count. The pitch on its way, another big breaking ball. It this time stays high above the numbers. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes the count here on Jake Brooksby. The infield almost now covered completely in shadows. The outfield still covered in sun, and will be like that for another 45 minutes. The 2-2 pitch swung out and missed. Strike 3, a big strikeout for Seavey and the Golden Eagles, his first. And now that's going to bring up first baseman Spencer Olson. A very good sized crowd here for both teams, as almost the entire third baseline filled with Timpanogos fans. The first base side almost filled with Maple Mountain fans. It is a very good sized crowd here at the ballpark tonight. 2 gone, and here is Spencer Olson. The first pitch, Olson swings through it, no balls and a strike. No balls, 1 strike, 2 outs, bottom of the first inning. Timpanogos threatening with the bases full. Breaking ball gets on the outside corner for a called strike, and it's 0-2 on Spencer Olson. Seavey takes a long look in behind the plate. Here's the 0-2 pitch on its way, right on the outside corner. Olson, a very good, they'll appeal down to first, and Nose is our first base umpire. A 3-man umpiring crew here for the quarterfinals. One behind the plate, one at third base, and one over at first. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs, bottom of the first inning, bases full here for Timpanogos. Spencer Olson at the dish. Here's the 1-2 pitch, swung out and missed, strike 3. And Seavey gets the strikeout, and Timpanogos leaves the bases full. We head to the second. No score. Maple Mountain and Timpanogos. The Golden Eagles have the momentum. Can they get some runs? We'll find out on KSL.com, DeseretNews.com, and Spanish Fork 17. Bottom of the first inning here at Brent Brown Ballpark in Orem, Utah, as Maple Mountain gets a big out of a bases loaded jam. They get a big couple of outs, a big pair of strikeouts, and now coming up will be Colin Reed, Mikey Peterson, and Carter Shaw. And that's the sort of out, and that's the sort of inning that Maple Mountain needs if they're going to stay in this ball game tonight with Timpanogos. The first pitch misses for a ball, 1 ball and no strikes to count on Colin Reed. And now what Maple Mountain has to try to do is coming out of the dugout, and we're trying to see here what the Maple Mountain, I think the first base coach for the Golden Eagles was pointing something behind him. And they're going to say no pitch is what they're going to end up saying. There's something that they pointed out or something that they said over at the first base coach's box, and the first pitch is a ball to Colin Reed, 1 ball and no strikes, so they waved off the pitch, and it doesn't matter because Colin Reed gets his first pitch, ball 1, back. Quinto ready to go. Here's the 1-0 pitch, swung out and missed as Reed took a big cut there and came up empty, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike to count. It'll be Reed, Peterson, and Carter Shaw coming up for Maple Mountain. 1 ball and 1 strike to count. The pitch on its way home, and that one misses low for a ball, and it's 2 balls and a strike to count here on Colin Reed. Reed, Peterson, and Shaw coming up. The 2-1 pitch on its way. That one misses low and away, ball 3, and it's 3 balls and a strike on Colin Reed, so Maple Mountain a ball away from getting their first base runner of the evening. Quinto now going to have to make sure he comes over the plate. The 3-1 pitch is in there for a called strike, and the count now goes full, 3-2 on Colin Reed. The infield playing back for Timpanogos here with nobody away in the top of the second inning. No score between Maple Mountain and Timpanogos. Here's the 3-2 pitch on its way. Swung out and missed. Strike 3. That is strikeout number 2 for Derek Quinto. Sorry, strikeout number 3. And with 1 gone, here's the catcher, Mikey Peterson. Peterson will stand in from the right side, looking to try to see here if Peterson can get something going for Maple Mountain. And the first pitch on its way, low for ball 1. 1 ball and no strikes. As we could be in for a pitcher's duel tonight. 1 ball and no strikes to count, ready to go. Here's the 1-0 pitch right off the plate for ball 2. 2 balls and no strikes to count on Mikey Peterson. Quinto ready to go, and he's set on the hill. The 2-0 pitch on its way. That time it's in there just around knee height for a called strike 1, and it's 2-1 on Mikey Peterson. Timpanogos having a big opportunity early on to try to see if they could get some early runs on the board. The 2-1 pitch, I think, just missed a little outside, ball 3. Derek Aquinto, I don't think, happy that he didn't get that call, and it's 3-1 here on Peterson. Aquinto having kind of a difficult time staying ahead in counts. 3-1 pitch is in there this time. That's right down Broadway for a called strike, and it's 3-2. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, top of the second inning. Aquinto from the stretch takes a look and kicks and delivers this one home. That one misses low, ball 4. Mikey Peterson's aboard, and Maple Mountain has their first base runner of the ball game. And now we will see the speed up runner be used by Maple Mountain. I believe that's number 5, Hansley Pea, coming in to run. Hansley Pay going to come in and run over at first base. He will run in this case for Peterson. And the pickoff move, and Pay's back safely. Carter Shaw, the hitter here. You can see Coach Gary Miner always supporting his players in the box, giving them words of encouragement. As that pitch misses low for a ball, 1 ball and no strikes. We've seen that Derek Aquinto has had a little bit of a hard time hitting the strike zone here in the early going. 1 ball and no strikes the count. Carter Shaw, the hitter for Maple Mountain. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Aquinto will throw over, diving back safely is Pay over at first base. Spencer Olson holding him on over at first. Aquinto from the stretch will kick and come home the 1-0 pitch, and Shaw takes this one on the inside corner, this time for a called strike, and it's 2-1 on Carter Shaw. Great to be with everybody. We want to welcome those who are here at the 1-1 pitch. On its way home, that one misses low for a ball, and it's 2 balls and a strike. As my good partner from basketball, Jerry Huffman, just texted me. We hope Jerry is having a good evening at home listening. Let me know. It is pronounced Hansley Pay, running over at first. The 2-1 and the pickoff move, diving back safely over to first base. As Carter Shaw will be the hitter here with 2 balls and 1 strike. The count here on Shaw. The left-hander Aquinto working here has slowed down a little bit with Pay over at first base. Here's the 2-1 pitch on its way home, fouled straight back, and it's 2 balls and 2 strikes here on Carter Shaw. Ready to go here as Shaw will stand back in here. 2 balls and 2 strikes the count. Shaw battling here in the top of the second inning. Aquinto ready to go. Big gap out in left center field. Shaw fouls this one back to the screen. And we'll do this all over again as fans here, I believe that ball went up through the top and then fell down. There's a slight gap in the netting there where the foul ball can roll up onto the net, and it can fall into about the 7th or 8th row of seats all the way around. Probably the safest part is back behind home plate, not as big as gap. Here's the 2-2 pitch on its way, and Shaw swings and misses, and Brooksby applies the tag for the out. And there's 2 away. 4th strikeout for Aquinto. Here's shortstop Tyler Boyack. Boyack just, in case you missed it, Tyler Boyack just signing to play his college basketball after serving a LDS mission. He will play his college basketball, and I'm trying to double check it to make sure, but I believe he's going to Southwest Oregon Community College in Coos Bay, Oregon. Yep, Southwestern Oregon Community College. And that one gonna get in there for a called strike to Boyack. No balls and 1 strike. Coos Bay, Oregon, about 2.5 hours from where I grew up in Eugene. So it kind of stuck out to me when I saw that Tyler was heading to play down there in Coos Bay, Oregon. No balls and a strike to count. The kick and the delivery comes home. Runner takes off, and Brooksby drops the baseball, and taking second base will be Pay. So Pay does a good job getting into second base. And now Tyler Boyack with 2 outs has a chance with a base hit to potentially give Maple Mountain an early 1-0 lead. Aquinto working here from the stretch, takes a long look into Brooksby behind the plate. And the 1-1 pitch on its way, checks his swing. The ball gets past Brooksby, and going down to third will be Pay. So Jake Brooksby generally really good at keeping the baseball in front of him. Back-to-back pitches where the ball kind of gets away. I think he's getting a little crossed up. And I think Brooksby trying to say, hey, didn't he check his swing? Head coach Kim Nelson out of the dugout for Timpanogos checking with the home plate umpire. Nonetheless, it will be 2-1 on Tyler Boyack, and Maple Mountain has the leading run 90 feet away here with 2 outs in the top of the second. Maple Mountain needs a hit here to take the lead. Here's the 2-1 pitch. That one's in there for a called strike. And it's 2-1 on Tyler Boyack. Or sorry, 2-2 on Boyack. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, top of the second inning. Aquinto ready to go, kicks and delivers this one. Called strike 3, Boyack down looking. Strikeout number 5 for Aquinto. He strikes out the side, and we head to the bottom of the second inning here at Brett Brown Ballpark. Pay is left at third base, and that will end the inning. Maple Mountain leaves 1 man on the base paths. Timpanogos will bring up Caden Walker, Cal Beardsley, Josh Edmonds, 7, 8, 9 coming up for the T-Wolves here in the second. Let's take a moment here on Spanish Fork 17. Let's thank our sponsors for making this broadcast and our many other broadcasts possible throughout the year. We want to thank the Car Guys, Triple T Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing, MVP Sports, Dickerson Automotive, Mikkel Chris Jansen and Wise Attorneys at Law, Two Jacks Pizza, and Lance Wilson State Farm. We thank them for making this broadcast and our many other broadcasts possible throughout our high school sports season, as we get ready to go for what should be a very fun week here at the ballpark here in Orem and also throughout the state. As up at Kearns High School, the 4A and 5A tournament is going on. We're going to go up here. Let's go check the scores and see what's been going on throughout 4A and 5A. Well, 4A's here, so we know what's been going on there. Let's jump up to 5A here. We'll kind of get you those scores as we go throughout the evening here tonight, as the 5A tournament will come down here later on in the week. Here's third baseman Caden Walker. It'll be Walker, Beardsley, and Edmonds, 7, 8, 9 coming up. Ready to go here, the left-hander. CV ready to go on the mound at the pitch on its way home. Breaking ball in there for a called strike. And it's 0-1 here on Caden Walker. Walker getting the start at third for Timpanogos. So more and more of the field starts to get covered in shadows here in the evening. The 0-1 pitch on its way home, a breaking ball. It stays away for a ball, and the count evens up here, 1 ball and 1 strike. One ball and 1 strike, the count here on Caden Walker. The pitch on its way home, a breaking ball. Walker lines this one into right center field for a base hit, and Timpanogos has the game's first hit as Walker's aboard first base with a leadoff single here in the second. Didn't really getting base runners on in the first inning didn't seem to matter. Timpanogos really squandering an opportunity, bases loaded with nobody out, and they weren't able to get a run across. Here's Cal Beardsley, the designated hitter, and now we'll have someone come in and run over at first base for Timpanogos. Believe it's going to be Dallin Earl, number 2, will come in, and he will run over at first base here for, as Cal Beardsley was taking his warm-up tosses, almost hit the umpire with the bat. So Dallin Earl will will run speed up over at first for Caden Walker. Nobody out. Here's Cal Beardsley coming to the plate. Double play depth up the middle for Maple Mountain. Jake Roberts playing in on the third base grass. CV ready to go here from the stretch. The pitch on its way. Bunt shown and laid it down, but foul down the first baseline over towards Tyson Ellis, and it's no balls and a strike here on Cal Beardsley. Dallin Earl there at first base, the runner. Running speed up for Caden Walker, who just had the base hit. Back in the here in the bottom of the second inning, they'll throw over to first, and back underneath the tag was the base runner Earl. Jake Roberts came charging about the time that CV threw over to first. I don't know if that was maybe to get the runner on the base pass. I think they were playing the bunt. Now Roberts probably 15 steps or so in front. There's a bunt down the first baseline. Ellis will tag the runner, and they'll get the out there, but that will move Earl up into scoring position. And so Timpanogos now has a runner on at second base with one out, and here's the right fielder, Josh Edmonds. Edmonds will hit from the right side here with one gone in the bottom of the second inning. Taking a look at some scores from throughout the 5A tournament, and we'll recap the 4A tournament. We started this morning with the Salem Hills Skyhawks and Corner Canyon Chargers. It was a 5-4 win for the Salem Hills Skyhawks. They will advance to play the loser of this ball game tomorrow afternoon at 4:30. No balls and a strike, and CV will step off the mound here. Skyline took down Olympus 5-4 on a walk-off two-run single to right field. It was a fun ball game. The pitch on its way. Edmonds takes that one for a called strike, and it's 0-1 on Josh Edmonds. And then Spanish Fork, one run in the bottom of the sixth inning to get a 7-6 win over Skyridge. And this ball game here tonight, our last of the day. 3 more coming up tomorrow for you here from Brent Brown Ballpark. The 0-1 pitch on its way, swung out and missed, strike 2, and it's quickly no balls and 2 strikes on Josh Edmonds. At the 5A 1-loss bracket, it was West Jordan eliminating Lehigh by a score of 4-1, and then Pleasant Grove, a team that we saw on the Spanish Fork Community Network back in March down in Desert Hills. The Vikings winners today 11-2 over Layton. That one missing low for a ball, and it's 1 ball and 2 strikes. The count on Josh Edmonds. The Vikings from Pleasant Grove, they can swing the bats and they can put up runs in a hurry. 1 ball and 2 strikes. The count here on Josh Edmonds. 1 gone, bottom of the second inning. The pitch on its way, a breaking ball is going to be fouled away at the plate, and we'll do the 2-2. We'll do the 1-2 again. The winners bracket, Cottonwood got a nice late inning win over American Fort 2-1. So the Colts will move on. And then, so we'll see the Cottonwood Colts here coming up, believe on Wednesday at 11. The 1-2 pitch misses high, ball 2, and it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. And then the last game of the day up at Kearns High School, Lone Peak against Bingham. Should be a fun ball game there. They are just underway right now, and apparently they have a pretty good-sized crowd from what I'm hearing. The 2-2 pitch rolled foul, and we'll do it again here. 2 balls and 2 strikes coming here to Josh Edmonds. Two balls, 2 strikes, and Edmonds swings, hits this one down the right field line. Long run overs for Colin Reed, and the ball is going to fall. Coming around third and going to score the game's first run is going to be Dallin Earl. It's 1-0 T-Wolves. Colin Reed did about everything that he could to get to the baseball, and it just fell in fair territory. And a nice job and a good effort play there by Colin Reed, but Timpanogos is on the board. It's 1-0 Timpanogos here in the bottom of the second inning. And with 1 gone, back to the top of the lineup, here's Casey Hamilton. Hamilton walked and then was retired on the base paths. Hamilton trying to bunt, and there offers, and it's no balls and a strike on Casey Hamilton as he couldn't get the bunt down. Right now, as Maple Mountain and Timpanogos, the winner gets Spanish Fork in the state semifinals on Wednesday. The loser will play Region 8 Salem Hills tomorrow afternoon. No balls and a strike to count. The breaking ball, and Hamilton lines this one out into right center field. That's going to fall. Over to cut it off is the center fielder, Dawson Hall. Getting the green light around third and going to score with ease on the plays, Josh Edmonds. It's 2-0 Timpanogos. And now Derek Aquinto comes to the plate here, looking to try to see if Aquinto can keep the streak going here. Back-to-back doubles have opened this ball game up a little bit here, giving Timpanogos an early 2-0 lead. Still one out in the inning. CV, the left-hander, trying to do everything that he can here to get the second out of the inning. Boyack playing behind Casey Hamilton at short. The pitch on its way. A bunt shown, and that one's going to be popped up and sent foul to the netting here. No balls and a strike. The count here on Derek Aquinto. Running at second base is Casey Hamilton. Hamilton with the RBI double to deep right center field. Can be a very big center field here at Brent Brown Ballpark, and that's can kind of drive some of these center fielders a little crazy at first. Aquinto goes the opposite way into left field, getting back under it, and there to make the catch is Peyton Pond, tagging and trying to go to third. The relay from Boyack isn't in time. Casey Hamilton able to move up 90 feet on the fly ball, and Timpanogos has another runner 90 feet from home. A heads-up play there by Casey Hamilton. He had to go immediately when that ball was caught in left field by Peyton Pond, and he did. And Pond, who made a good throw, there was nothing wrong with the relay throw from Pond to Boyack to Roberts, but it just wasn't in time. And with two gone, here's Tyler Cornish. Cornish walked and was stranded on the base paths in his first plate appearance. Pitch on its way, and Cornish down the right field line. That is going to be a fair ball into the corner. Scoring is Casey Hamilton. Over to dig it out is Colin Reed, and standing up on second with a double is going to be Casey Hamilton. Or sorry, it's Tyler Cornish. And Maple Mountain will all of a sudden start to get some action going down in the Maple Mountain bullpen. It appears to be Blake Davis, number 30, getting loose for Maple Mountain. Here's Connor Halford, the second baseman. Halford ready to go. Here's 0 for 1, hit into a fielder's choice in his only plate appearance. CB ready to go, takes a look at second. The fastball misses high, ball one. 1 ball and no strikes, the count here on CV. Some timely hitting coming from the Timpanogos Timberwolves. Kind of opening this ball game up a little bit here in the third. The 1-0 pitch on its way, right off the plate for a ball. It's 2 balls and no strikes. CV kind of taking a little more time in between pitches here. The 2-0 pitch. That one misses ball 3. It's now 3 balls and no strikes here on Connor Halford. Time called here as CV tucks in the jersey here. Tomorrow the teams will play at 1:30 and 4:30. The winners of those 1:30 and 4:30 games, well, they have to come back and play at 7 o'clock, and a game to decide who will advance to Wednesday's semifinal. 3-0 pitch coming to Halford. That one misses low, ball 4. So Halford draws himself a 2-out walk. And the catcher, Jake Brooksby, coming to the plate. This is a very dangerous Timpanogos team, and they have played really good all season long, extremely good baseball throughout the year. They have not played an easy schedule. They have broke back over talented teams throughout different regions. Went undefeated in Region 7 play. And the pitch to Brooksby is a fastball in the outside corner that misses for a ball. 1 ball and no strikes. They haven't lost a game to a team in the state of Utah all season long. Their only loss of the year was a game that came on Friday, March 17th at the Red Rocks tournament when they lost to Shadow Ridge, Nevada. That one in there for a called strike, and it evens the count up at 1-1. And so to kind of give you an idea, that tells you just how good this team has been. Shadow Ridge coming out of the Las Vegas area, and that one's Brooksby swings through it. It's 1 ball and 2 strikes, the count. Shadow Ridge, on Max Preps anyway, the number 20th ranked team in the state of Nevada. Other than that, they've had a very successful run. Here's the 1-2 pitch on its way. That one swung out and missed, and they'll have to complete the throw to first, which Peterson does, and the second inning comes to an end. Timpanogos, though, gets 3 in the second. We head to the third here for Brent Brown Ballpark. Timpanogos 3, Maple Mountain 0. You're watching the 2017 Class 4A Utah State Baseball Tournament on KSL.com and DeseretNews.com. Top of the third inning, starting here from Brent Brown Ballpark here in Orem, Utah. We want to welcome everybody watching on Spanish Fork 17, KSL.com, and DeseretNews.com. Great to be with everybody. I'm Ryan Pickens as we settle in here for the top of the third inning. Maple Mountain looking to try to get some offense going here against the left-hander Derek Aquinto, who has been pretty touchless so far tonight. Maple Mountain's had a hard time getting stuff going. The Golden Eagles still looking for their first base hit of the night. It will be Peyton Pond, Jake Roberts, and Dawson Hall. 8, 9, and 1 as you see the Maple Mountain coaches having a quick conference. I'm sure they're going to discuss what they're going to do to jumpstart their offense right now. As here comes, it will be Peyton Pond, the left fielder. We'll see if Pond might look maybe to see if he'll lay down a bunt, as Caden Walker is playing back even with the bag here. Pond with very good speed. We'll see what Pond does in this at-bat. Ready to go from the stretch, and the pitch on its way, and Pond taking all the way, takes the first pitch called strike, and it's 0-1 on Peyton Pond. Top of the third inning, 3-0 Timberwolves of Timpanogos. Pitch on its way, that one swung out and missed, and it's no balls and 2 strikes, the count here on Peyton Pond. Ready to go from the stretch, and the kick and the delivery on its way. The 0-2 pitch, fastball misses high, and it's 1 ball and 2 strikes, the count on Pond. From the stretch, ready to go, Aquinto takes a long look into Brooksby behind the plate. And the 1-2 pitch on its way. Pond pops this one up down the line. A long run on his horse is Spencer Olson, and it's going to go behind the second baseman, Connor Halford, who was trying to get there. Josh Edmonds was coming in from right. Everybody was trying to get there, but nobody could, and it goes foul. 1-2 the count as Peyton Pond will head back into the batter's box. Ready to go here. 1 ball, 2 strikes, nobody out, top of the 3rd inning. The left-hander, Aquinto, ready to go on the mound. The pitch, inside and tight, almost hits Peyton Pond, but misses him. Ball 2, and the count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Well, we know Spanish Forks, one of the teams into the state semifinals. The Dons will get the winner of this one on Wednesday. Fastball misses high, ball 3, 3 balls and 2 strikes. That game will be played at 4:30. And the loser of that one will get the winner of whatever the grouping ends up being for those 4 teams tomorrow. We know 3 of the 4, the 3-2 pitch as Pond swings and misses. That one may have been just a little bit low and outside. Strikeout number 6 for Derek Aquinto. And here comes the 3rd baseman, Jake Roberts. Roberts will stand in. Roberts has hit in different parts of the Maple Mountain lineup this year, but hitting in the 9th spot tonight for Maple Mountain. I haven't personally seen the Golden Eagles since, well, we were down in St. George. That pitch in there for a called strike, and it's 0-1. So it's been a little while to see the evolution of this Maple Mountain team and see how well they're playing this late in the season. The 0-1 pitch, ready to go on its way. Aquinto comes inside, and Roberts backs off the plate. And it's taken for a ball. It's 1 ball and 1 strike here on Jake Roberts. With a 1-1 pitch about to come home, and Roberts takes that one again, just a little high and outside. From the stretch, Aquinto ready to go. He kicks and delivers, and this one in there called strike 2, and it's 2-2 on Jake Roberts. Aquinto takes another long look into Brooksby, ready to go on the mound. The infield back for Timpanogos, and Jake Roberts wants to call time. He wants a few more minutes here to Here's the 2-2 pitch. High and tight, ball 3, and the count goes full. 3 balls and 2 strikes on Jake Roberts. Dawson Hall on deck for the Golden Eagles. Here's the 3-2 pitch, about ready to come home. And that one swung out, popped up. Playable potentially. Spencer Olson over towards the fence, and that one will go foul, and we'll do the 3-2 pitch over again. Aquinto has pitched well tonight for Timpanogos. Has really kept these Maple Mountain hitters off balance. Here's the 3-2 pitch on its way to Roberts. Inside and tight, ball 4. And so Jake Roberts is aboard, the second Golden Eagle to reach bases tonight. And the second one via the walk, and back to the top of the lineup. Here's Dawson Hall. Hall 0 for 1, went down on strikes to start the ball game for Maple Mountain. Because right now what you're looking for if you're Maple Mountain is something here to get a couple of guys on base, and something just to kind of maybe jump start your offense a little bit and get maybe a couple of runs on the scoreboard here, as the first pitch to Dawson Hall is going to be a breaking ball right on the outside corner. No balls and a strike here on Dawson Hall. Hall struck out, and Jake Brooksby completed the throw down to first base to complete the strikeout. One of 6 strikeouts for Aquinto tonight. The first time through the order, 6 of the 9 hitters he faced went down on strikes. The last time we were talking about how Timpanogos has not lost to a team within the state of Utah. Their last loss came against a team from the state of Utah a year ago here at the 4A state tournaments. Pickoff move, diving back. It was a loss to Corner Canyon from their own region. And it was a game where the Chargers kind of pulled an upset in that 4A state tournament. That's the last time they've lost to a team. It was in the 4A quarterfinals on May 24th, 2016, an 8-3 loss. But then, as Hall fouls it away, it's 0-2. It didn't seem to hurt Timpanogos. They beat Woods Cross the next day 8-7, defeated Salem Hills 8-2, beat Corner Canyon 4-3, and then came back to beat Orem twice for the state title. As Hall swings and misses, strike 3. Aquinto has strikeout number 7. And here's Tito Dennison. Dennison 0 for 1, grounded out to third in his only plate appearance here of the evening for Maple Mountain. Dennison just hit a ground ball right to Caden Walker. As the first pitch, Derek Aquinto winds and delivers this one. That curveball's been so tough tonight. That one had some good break on it and gets in there for a called strike to Dennison. No balls and a strike. Running over at first base is Jake Roberts. Only the second Maple Mountain base runner of the night. The 0-1 pitch. Gonna miss for a ball. 1 ball and 1 strike. We're back at it tomorrow morning on KSL.com and DeseretNews.com, and I'm going to correct that tomorrow afternoon. A 1:30 first pitch between Sky Ridge and Skyline. The pickoff move, diving back safely, is Jake Roberts. That will be at 1:30, and then whoever loses this ball game will get the Salem Hills Skyhawks at 4:30. Then we'll get a nice, winners contest between the two teams that won, and we'll know who will play in the state semis. The 1-1 pitch on its way. That one right back to the pitcher. Aquinto gets off the mound quickly, recovers, throws low, but scooping it out of first base like he's done well all night is Spencer Olson. And the inning is over. We head to the bottom of the third inning. It's Timpanogos 3, Maple Mountain 0 here at the 2017 4A State Baseball Tournament. Let's take a moment here on Spanish Fork 17. Let's thank our sponsors for making this broadcast possible. We want to thank the car guys, Dickerson Automotive, Lance Wilson State Farm Insurance, Triple T Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing, Mikkel Christiansen and Wise Attorneys at Law, MVP Sports, and Two Jacks Pizza. We thank them for making this broadcast and our many other broadcasts possible throughout the year. As we get ready to settle in, we also want to invite you to follow our pages on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube to keep up with the latest shows, the live broadcasts, and our SF17 staff. Just look for Spanish Fork 17. So we're here in the bottom of the third inning as Jeff Seavey will go back to work for Maple Mountain, looking to try to see if he can put up a 0. That's probably the biggest thing right now that Maple Mountain needs, is when your offense is struggling, the pitching has to step up, and when the pitching is struggling, the offense has to step up. And right now, Jeff Seavey gonna have to go back to work here a little bit, as it will be Spencer Olson, Caden Walker, and Cal Beardsley coming up here in the bottom of the third inning. A 3-0 lead for the Timberwolves. As you see the setting sun, the field now almost pretty much 95% covered in shadows. The sun starting to set and reflect against the Wasatch Mountains out there. You can see a couple of spots where it's still a little snow-capped. Probably yesterday's rain probably dropped some snow a little bit up on the mountains. Here's Spencer Olson, 0 for 1, went down on strikes to end the first inning. He was up with the bases full, and the first pitch misses for a ball. 1 ball and no strikes. The count here on Spencer Olson. Jeff Seavey, the left-hander, going back to work. Here's the 1-0 pitch on its way. That's a fastball. It just stays above the belt ball, too. 2 balls and no strikes. The count on Spencer Olson. A good-sized crowd. Some people still filing in here as the 2-0 pitch gets over for a called strike. Some kids playing with the baseball up on the berm tonight. It's always kind of surprised me that with the field right behind you, that's where you'd like to play catch. But the 2-1 pitch is going to be swung out by Olson and fouled away. A little bit of a look there from Colin Reed, but it's well foul, and we'll do the 2-2 pitch over again. Sound grumpy, but I've just seen it where people have been out there on the berm playing catch, and the ball gets onto the field, or in the case like a couple weekends ago, being here for UVU baseball, a frisbee. The 2-2 pitch, high and tight, ball 3. 3 balls and 2 strikes. The count here on Spencer Olson. Jeff Seavey, the left-hander, going back to work. Peering in to get the sign from Mikey Peterson. The 3-2 pitch, a breaking ball, fouled away. I think that one got up onto the main level. generally every year when I'm here doing games for Spanish Fork 17 at the state tournament. We're positioned between the 2 and the 3 on the main concourse. And about once a year, I almost get hit with a foul ball, and that one fouled away as 3 balls and 2 strikes. I don't think I quite have to worry about that this year. However, you never know. 3 balls and 2 strikes the count. Seavey kicks and delivers. The 3-2 pitch swung out and missed. Strike 3. Jeff Seavey gets the strikeout, his 4th of the night. And there's 1 gone. Here's Caden Walker. For those that were in St. George or watching when we were in St. George, they know I had an incident with a softball this year. The 1-for-1 Caden Walker will stand in. Walker had a single and came around to score a run back in the 2nd inning. Maple Mountain looking here just for a 3-up, 3-down. Fastball misses high, ball 1. 1-0 the count on Caden Walker. Infield playing back for the Golden Eagles. And the 1-0 pitch is on its way home. That one's fouled away. And the count moves to 1 ball and 1 strike on Caden Walker. The lights beginning to come on here at Brent Brown Ballpark. Timpanogos in the blue and white with the kind of the white stripe across the middle. The 1-1 pitch inside and tight, and it hits Walker. It looks like right on the upper arm area there, and he will take first here on the hit by pitch. Here comes Cal Beardsley to the plate. Beardsley has had a sacrifice in his first at-bat. And we'll see, they ran last time for Caden Walker, but this time it looks like they're going to have Caden Walker run the base paths as Tyson Ellis will come over and have a quick word with the starting pitcher just to maybe kind of calm him down a little bit. If he gets a ground ball, he's still in a nice position. They can turn 2 and get out of this. No problems done. The biggest thing right now Maple Mountain needs is they need to get something going with the bats. Beardsley ready to go here from the right side of the plate. Seavey from the stretch takes a look over at first, and the pitch on its way. A fastball popped up over towards first. Tyson Ellis will give it a look, and he's going to run out of room. Tried to reach across into the Maple Mountain dugout to make the catch. Be no balls and a strike here on Cal Beardsley. Timpanogos had a great run last year in the state tournament, making a run. Those 2 great games against the Orem Tigers. A couple of those games during that run come from behind victories. The 0-1 pitch on its way for a ball, and the count evens up at 1-1. One of those teams that you could tell just never quit fighting. They always continue to play hard until the end, and they got their reward, a 2016 state championship. And now looking to try to see if they can get a 2017 one. The 1-1 pitch, Beardsley rolls a foul over. Head coach Kim Nelson almost was able to make a nice stop there, and we'll have another 1-2 pitch coming. Derek Aquinto, the starting pitcher, running down to collect that baseball. Down the end of the Timpanogos bullpen. A day off would be very nice for Timpanogos, and imagine that Timpanogos Spanish Fork matchup. That one fouled away. 1 ball and 2 strikes, the count on Cal Beardsley. They could be looming in the distance coming up here on Wednesday. State semifinals will be played Wednesday, 4:30 and 7. 1 ball and 2 strikes, the count on Beardsley. The pitch on its way, and Beardsley fouls that one straight back to the screen. 1 ball and 2 strikes, the count on Beardsley. And we'll do another 1-2 pitch here momentarily. Timpanogos in the playoffs this year started with hosting Judge Memorial, and they shut out the Bulldogs 11-1. But they didn't shut them out. They beat them by 10. There's a slow curveball. It froze Beardsley for strike 2, and they're going to call a balk as Caden Walker was trotting down to second base. So no pitch there. We'll have another 3-2 pitch. So Cal Beardsley gets lucky there and gets bailed out on the strikeout. And now here with 3 balls and 2 strikes, the count, Beardsley will stand in right here. 2 gone in the inning, and now the Maple Mountain pitching coach coming out right here trying to make sure they understand what the count is. Don't believe that was head coach Gary Miner coming out. One and 2, I believe, is what he just signaled up to the scoreboard operator. That one back up the middle and through for a base hit. Coming around third, here comes Caden Walker. The throw from Dawson Hall is going to be cut off by Tyson Ellis, and it's a 4-0 lead for Timpanogos. So it goes from being a strikeout and the inning was over to a balk and then a base hit up the middle that brings home a run. And it's 4-0 Timpanogos. Here's Josh Edmonds, the right fielder. Edmonds 1 for 1, had a double and had an RBI on that double back in the second inning. Timpanogos right now looking to try to see if they can add on to this lead here against Maple Mountain. From the stretch, ready to go, the left-hander CV kicks and delivers, and that ball's hit well and hit far. Going back to the track, and that ball is gone. A 2-run homer for Josh Edmonds. It's 6-0 Timpanogos. The 9-hole hitter went deep and went yard and hit again a home run. It's 6-0 Timpanogos, 6 runs on 6 hits for the T-Wolves. Here's Casey Hamilton. First pitch, a breaking ball, misses for ball 1. It's 1-0. Hamilton walked and then also had an RBI double back in the second inning. 1 ball, no strikes here, 1 out, bottom of the third inning. Jeff Seavey right now seems to be the guy for Maple Mountain. Breaking ball hits the outside corner, and the count evens up at 1 ball and 1 strike. For Maple Mountain in the top of the 4th, they'll have 3, 4, and 5. Tyson Ellis, Colin Reed, Mikey Peterson coming up. Here's the 1-1 pitch on its way home, and there's a fastball that misses for a ball. 2 balls and a strike. The count here on Casey Hamilton. Here's the 2-1 pitch on its way home. Breaking ball swung out and missed, and the count evens up 2 balls and 2 strikes. Jeff Seavey, the left-hander, has had a pretty good quick work pace tonight. Just unfortunately he's made a couple of mistakes in key situations. And there's the breaking ball that misses for a ball, and the count goes to 3-2 on Casey Hamilton. CV ready to go. The kicks and delivers. This one on its way, and that one's pulled over deep in the hole. Boyak's going to make a diving attempt, but he won't have a play on it. Casey Hamilton's aboard. His second hit of the ball game. And they have 2 outs on the scoreboard, but I'm only counting 1 out in the inning. So, and now we'll have a visit out to the mound here to talk with the left-hander Jeff Seavey. Maple Mountain's had Blake Davis warming up at times, but we'll see here of Maple Mountain what they don't want to do at this point with being down 6-0. You don't want to burn a ton of arms tonight, especially with the new pitch count rule, because of the fact that if you have to play yourself out of the bottom part of the bracket, Maple Mountain and Salem Hills, they split this year, which means potentially Maple Mountain could win that game tomorrow at 4:30 and have to come back and play again at 7. And so it could end up, being in a situation where you could have to go a little bit deeper into your rotation and have to try to save some arms. Jeff Seavey right now trying to work through this right now with 1 out in the bottom of the third inning, 3 runs across, and head coach Gary Miner will make the long walk back to the Maple Mountain dugout right now after the conversation with Seavey. Derek Aquinto, the pitcher, who has walked and also flown out to left, stands in. CV, the left-hander, will work here from the stretch. Tyson Ellis will hold the runner, Casey Hamilton, on over at first. Time called, and standing out of the box will be Derek Aquinto. Aquinto has pitched very well on the mound for Timpanogos tonight. Hamilton takes off. Peterson blocks it in the dirt, and Hamilton easily has the second base bag. So Hamilton will move up to second. He's in scoring position. Here for Aquinto. Here's the breaking ball, and Aquinto swings through it. And it's 1 ball and 1 strike to count here on Derek Aquinto. I misspoke on when it went from being a balk, from being that one, he comes inside and hits Aquinto. And now, a couple of runners on base here. The inning continues for Timpanogos with Tyler Cornish. And the last thing you want to do is have this one get out of hand. Here's Tyler Hines will come in to run over at first base for Aquinto. And Tyler Cornish here with 1 swing of the bat can really open up this ball game here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. There is a 10-run rule that does come into a play in high school baseball at the end of 5 innings. Runners on at first and second with 1 out in the inning. CV, the left-hander, taking a look over at first base. Takes a look at second, comes home. There's a fastball right on the outside corner. That one's in there for a called strike to Tyler Cornish. Cornish has walked and then had an RBI double back in the 2nd inning. Big gap, and now a mass exodus out of the Maple Mountain dugout into the bullpen area. The 0-1 pitch on its way. Cornish grounds this one foul down the line. So Golden Eagles beginning to throw, I believe. Devin McQuivey's one of those arms for Maple Mountain, getting loose down there. Here's the 0-2 pitch, and that one's going to be bounced deep in the hole. Boyack goes to second for 1. The relay turn to first in time. They got it. A 6-4-3 inning-ending double play, but Timpanogos adds 3. We head to the 4th. It's T-Wolves 6, Golden Eagles 0. You're watching the 2017 Class 4A Utah State Baseball Tournament on KSL.com and DeseretNews.com and Spanish Fork 17. Top of the 4th inning here at Brent Brown Ballpark in Orem, Utah. Maple Mountain with some work to do against Derek Aquinto. Right now, the Golden Eagles trying to get some kind of offense jump-started here. In the 4th, it will be Tyson Ellis, Colin Reed, and Mikey Peterson who will come to the plate here in the 4th. And Derek Aquinto right now has just kind of put it on cruise control so far through 3 innings, as Tyson Ellis went down on strikes back in his first plate appearance of the ball game. And the pitch on its way, a breaking ball that misses for ball 1. 1 ball and no strikes, the count here on Tyson Ellis. Quinto working here from the stretch, and the fastball off the plate, ball 2. It's 2 balls and no strikes on Tyson Ellis. The winner will head to the state semis to get Spanish Fork. The loser heads to tomorrow's one-loss bracket game as Ellis swings and hits that one well to center field. Sending back, Casey Hamilton is over his head. Tyson Ellis will go around second, and he will hold there with a leadoff double at Maple Mountain as they kind of watch the throw-in, but Ellis will hold at second. Hit that ball hard. That's the hardest hit ball we've seen a Golden Eagle hit tonight. And that one was just stung well to center field. And here comes Colin Reed. Reed 0 for 1, struck out back in the second inning. And that's maybe what you hope for Maple Mountain, is that can maybe jumpstart some offense, maybe get a ball deep in the gap or a ball hard hit off the bat or something. Right now, you'll take offense any way you can get it against a Quinto. The first Maple Mountain hit of the ball game right there for Tyson Ellis. Here's the pitch on its way, and that one misses away for ball 1. 1 ball and no strikes. The count here on Colin Reed. Infield will play back here for Timpanogos. Time called as the baseball gets from the Maple Mountain bullpen, as it's Devin McQuivy getting loose down there. Number 13. And also Warren Averett, number 1, beginning to throw as well. Here's the 1-0 pitch. That one swung out and missed, and the count evens up at 1 ball and 1 strike. So Maple Mountain trying to make sure they have some options out of the bullpen if needed. But the biggest thing the Golden Eagles need right now would be a couple of runs to try to inch closer. 1 ball and 1 strike. Here's the pickoff move. The ball gets into center field. Tyson Ellis breaking for third. Hamilton up with it. His throw is going to get past the third baseman, backed up, and it's going to, right here, stay in the ballpark and in play. If there wasn't a fence kind of a thing between the playing field and the dugout, that would have gone to the dugout. Tyson Ellis would have had an additional base. But instead, Tyson Ellis heads down to third on what will be a throwing error. And now Colin Reed an opportunity to get the Maple Mountain first run of the ball game in. The 1-1 pitch, and Reed chases one out of the strike zone. It's 1-2 the count on Colin Reed. Quinto's been tough. 1-2 the count on Colin Reed. Infield back, so Timpanogos will trade the out for the run. The 1-2 pitch on its way, checks his swing in the dirt. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Brooksby acts like he's going to fire down at Tyson Ellis, but doesn't. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes here on Colin Reed. Very good sized crowd coming into the ballpark tonight. It's going to be great weather all week for the tournament. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Swung out and missed. Strike 3. Colin Reed down on strike. Strikeout number 8 for Derek Quinto. And here comes Mikey Peterson. Peterson walked in his first plate appearance. Will stand in here from the right side. A third baseman, Caden Walker, playing almost even with the bag, and Peterson takes the first pitch called strike, and it's 0-1. Tyson Ellis, the runner on at third base with 1 out. Peterson doesn't need a hit to get the run home. A fly ball deep enough to the outfield to score Tyson Ellis would do the trick. Here's the 0-1 pitch, fouled straight back, and it's quickly no balls and 2 strikes. Here's that one hit off the netting and rolled up like it was going to go on the roof and then rolled back onto the field. And it's 0-2 the count here on Mikey Peterson. You see University Parkway, the traffic beginning to come down towards Interstate 15. Peterson reaches for it and fouls that one away, and we'll do it again, 0-2. They put a batter's eye. You can see it right now. That extension of that fence actually sits behind, and the whole point of that is so that way hitters can't see what's behind there. The 0-2 pitch ready to come home, and the pitch on its way, blocked in the dirt for a ball, and it's 1-2. You can imagine what it would be like trying to hit with traffic flying down University Parkway at 45 or 50 miles an hour. May not be very fun without that batter's eye. 1 ball and 2 strikes, the count, ready to go. Quinto on the mound, kicks and delivers the 1-2. A curveball that did not miss by much. Timpanogos fans wanted that one. And the Timpanogos dugout wanted it too, but it just missed a little off the plate. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Quinto working here from the stretch. The 2-2 to Peterson on its way. He's going to be hit hard, but foul. Down by the Maple Mountain bullpen. It'll be 2 balls and 2 strikes. To approach about 10 minutes to 9 here in Orem, Utah. It is a really nice night, a good night for baseball. The 2-2 pitch, fastball misses away. Ball 3, and the count goes full. 3 balls and 2 strikes on Mikey Peterson. Carter Shaw on deck for Maple Mountain if the inning would continue, which it should, unless there's some inning double play. 3 balls and 2 strikes the count. Ready to go here. Quinto kicks and delivers the 3-2 to Peterson. Swung out and missed. Strike 3 as Peterson foul tipped that one into the glove. And that will be strikeout number 9 for Quinto. And here comes Carter Shaw. Shaw struck out in his first plate appearance. I think everybody knew that this Timpanogos pitching staff was good and they're deep. But the dangerous thing and the interesting thing is even if Quinto needs 3 days rest, he could be going Friday in a state championship game. That one swung out and missed. No balls and a strike. I would imagine a good chance that they're holding Tyler Cornish for potentially maybe Wednesday against Spanish Fork. If not, maybe holding him for the state championship game on Friday. If Timpanogos is that deep and they don't have to use him, why would you want to use him? That one, the 0-1 pitch off the plate for a ball, and it's 1-1. I think you would love to kind of maybe stockpile some arms for later on in the tournament. In case maybe somebody struggles in a state championship, you can pull them and put in maybe 1B or 1C. Here's the 1-1 pitch on its way, and Shaw swings through it. It's 1-2 the count here on Carter Shaw. Infield will play back here for Timpanogos with 2 away. Quinto 1 strike away from having his 10th strikeout of the night. The 1-2 pitch, fastball misses away, and the count evens up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, ready to go. Quinto kicks and delivers, and that one swung out and missed, strike 3. And Carter Shaw has struck out for the 2nd time tonight. Derek Quinto has strikeout number 10, and he has put it on cruise control. We head to the bottom of the 4th inning here at Brent Brown Ballpark. Timpanogos 6, Maple Mountain 0. It's the 2017 Class 4A Utah State Baseball Tournament here on Spanish Fork 17, KSL.com, and DeseretNews.com. Let's take a moment to thank our sponsors on Spanish Fork 17 for making this broadcast possible. Tonight, we want to thank the Car Guys, Triple T Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing, MVP Sports, Dickerson Automotive, Mikkel Christiansen and Wise Attorneys at Law, 2 Jack's Pizza, and Lance Wilson State Farm. We thank everybody for making these broadcasts each and every week possible here throughout our high school sports season, which comes to an end this week with the conclusion of our baseball season. But don't worry, May through mid-August, when high school football returns, will go very, very quick. I'm getting told that that is true and getting some nods from our good friends in the press box here. Going to the bottom of the 4th inning, it's going to be Connor Halford, Jake Brooksby, Spencer Olson, 4, 5, and 6 coming up here for Timpanogos. And really, you think of it, the T-Wolves, if they can have another 3-run inning, potentially a 4-run inning here for Timpanogos, could put this one almost out of reach for Maple Mountain. And with the way that Timpanogos has been swinging the bats, it wouldn't be surprising. Connor Halford tonight has hit into a fielder's choice and walked in his last plate appearance. Ready to go here, and Jeff Seavey back out to work for Maple Mountain. Pitch on its way, a breaking ball. It misses low for ball 1. 1 ball and no strikes the count here on Jeff Seavey. 1 ball, no strikes, nobody out here in the bottom of the 4th inning. CV working here to Connor Halford. And the pitch on its way, the 1-0 pitch, swung out and missed, and Halford is now evens the count, 1 ball and 1 strike. 1 ball, 1 strike here, nobody out, bottom of the 4th inning. The pitch is fouled back to the screen. It's 1 ball and 2 strikes here on Connor Halford. CV working here from the middle part of the pitcher's mound, ready to go. Kicks and delivers the 1-2 to Halford. Slow curveball called strike 3, and Halford down on strikes here to start the 4th inning. That is strikeout number 5 for Jeff CV. And here's Jake Brooksby. Brooksby 0 for 2. He has a pair of strikeouts tonight for Timpanogos. And CV, the first pitch on its way to Brooksby, and that one's lying down the left field line, fair ball. Over to cut it off is the left fielder, Peyton Pond. The throw going to come in, and standing up on second with a lead up with a 1-out double is Jake Brooksby. So Brooksby aboard second, and Spencer Olson will be the hitter. And Timpanogos picking up right where they left off last inning. We'll have a runner, Logan Johnston, will come in to run. And that Maple Mountain bullpen's quiet right now. And here comes the first baseman, who will be Spencer Olson, who's 0 for 2. That one misses, or gets in there for a called strike, 0-1. No balls and a strike, the count here on Spencer Olson. Olson has struck out twice in the ball game. The 0-1 pitch about ready to come home, a breaking ball that is swung through and missed, and it's quickly no balls and 2 strikes on Spencer Olson. 0-2, 1 gone here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Another big breaking ball that misses for a ball, and it's 1-2. CV's relied pretty heavily tonight on that big looping curveball, and Timpanogos has done a good job sitting back and waiting on it before hitting it. The 1-2 pitch ready to go. Breaking ball's gonna be bounced deep in the hole and through the left side. Kim Nelson's gonna put the late stop sign on on Johnston at third, and now runners on the corners with 1 away, and that's going to bring up Caden Walker. So right now, Timpanogos not overly hitting the baseball hard, but just putting it in the right spots on the diamond where it's getting through for base hits. And with 1 gone, here's Caden Walker. Walker has singled, and then we'll have another runner come in the ball game over at first base. It's going to be number 5. That's Danny Sevier. And now we'll have a visit out to the mound, and I think this is going to be the end of the night for Jeff Seavey. We'll wait and see for sure, but the pitching coach out for Maple Mountain. As Timpanogos is in a position where really if they have a 4 spot here in the 4th inning, they would basically, at that point, invoke the 10-run rule in the top of the inning. Right now, there looks like going to stick with Jeff Seavey here. Head coach Gary Miner now is starting to get pretty close to the rubber. In fact, they're not going to. The night for Jeff Seavey is going to come to an end. They're going to come get the baseball from Seavey. The pitching coach left the mound and then returned. So I think now, by rule, they have to for sure make a change, and they will, as some different changes will be made. Tyler Boyack looks like he's going to come grab the baseball. Tyson Ellis, my guess, is going to move from first base to shortstop. And then the new first baseman, I'm going to assume is going to be Caleb Peterson, number 24, but we'll have to wait and sort it out. Tyson Ellis is going to shortstop, so as Tyler Boyack will take over on the mound. Yeah, and Caleb Peterson enters the game as the new first baseman. So, a couple of changes here. We'll see here how that's going to affect the lineup. It shouldn't really affect it too much. Ellis will stay in the right spot there. And then Caleb Peterson will probably be hit for still by Carter Shaw. But Gary Miner going over the lineup changes right now with the home plate umpire. As Boyack will take over on the mound, he will get Caden Walker will be his first hitter that he will face here. There'll be runners on the corners with one away. As right now, a nice night for baseball, but it hasn't been a nice night for Maple Mountain. Spanish Fork teams having not really a subpar, but so far a 50-50 day. Spanish Fork probably didn't play their best baseball of the season earlier against Sky Ridge, but they're able to get the nice victory, 7-6 win over Sky Ridge. Maple Mountain tonight will turn now to Tyler Boyack to try to keep the runners off the scoreboard. And that's really the biggest thing right now that you can ask from Tyler Boyack, is to go out there, keep the ball down, get outs, and give your offense an opportunity in the top half of innings to get some runs back. So, with one gone and stepping into the plate, here's Caden Walker with runners on the corners. Boyack will work from the stretch here for Maple Mountain. From the stretch, the look to third. They'll snap throw over to first, and they almost picked off not Spencer Olson. It is Danny Sevier running over there. Boyack did the quick step to third, turn, look back, and throw to first, and they almost got Sevier over at first. Boyack working here from the stretch, and he once again will do that same step to third, look over to first move. Caleb Peterson holding the runner on over at first base. Ready to go, the pitch on its way. That one's lined into right center field. That's going to fall for a base hit. And Timpanogos, that will score one as Johnston scores on the play, and it's 7-0 T-Wolves here in the fourth. Caden Walker has himself an RBI base hit. The runner, Sevier, moves to second, and now Cal Beardsley, the designated hitter, comes to the plate. And it doesn't look like Timpanogos is going to stop anytime soon. Tyler Boyack ready to go on the mound from the stretch. Beardsley, the designated hitter, has a sacrifice and an RBI single on the night. The pitch, Boyack delivers that one away for ball one. It's 1 ball and no strikes here on Cal Beardsley. You can hear the crowd, the Timpanogos fans, trying to cheer on their batters. The 1-0 pitch gets in there, a nice little curveball slider look from Boyack, and evens the count up at 1-1. Maple Mountain just having a tough night offensively. Derek Aquinto has been kind of in the groove for Timpanogos tonight. The pitch on its way, blocked in the dirt, and the ball misses for a ball. It's 2-1, the count on Cal Beardsley. Sevier running to second base. Over at first base, it's Caden Walker. Boyack from the stretch takes a look out at second. Will turn and thought about throwing it, but Tyson Ellis was not there. Good thing to hold on to the baseball. Tyson Ellis, the new shortstop, just moved positions, switched from playing first base over to short. Here's the 2-1 pitch on the way, and the slider misses for a ball. It's 3-1. They count here on Cal Beardsley. Three balls, one strike, one gone here in the bottom of the fourth inning. That ball's trouble. That's going to fall for a base hit. Peyton Pond will quickly get it in, but the bases will be full of T-Wolves here in the fourth. 4 straight hits, 3 straight singles. And with 1 gone, it will be Josh Edmonds. Edmonds has a couple of hits, a double and a 3-run homer in his last at-bat, coming back in the 3rd inning. Ready to go, the pitch on its way, a fastball misses for a ball, and it's 1 ball and no strikes to count here on Josh Edmonds. And the pitch on its way, that's a check swing, and the count is there for a called strike, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike here on Josh Edmonds. Bases full right now, and the 1-1 pitch misses away for a ball, and it's 2-1 the count on Josh Edmonds. Edmonds has done a nice job right here tonight, hitting in that 9 spots, been able to turn the lineup over for Timpanogos. And of course the 3-run homer helped as well. Boyack ready to go. Here's the 2-1 pitch on its way right there with the fastball. And the count moves to 2-2 here on Josh Edmonds. Bases loaded for Timpanogos. Timpanogos had the bases loaded back in the 1st inning, and they stranded them. Jeff Seavey pitched out of a big jam there. The 2-2 pitch swung on and missed. Strike 3, and Edmonds down on strikes. The first strikeout for Tyler Boyack. And now the bases are full for Casey Hamilton, who's 2 for 3. Hamilton had an RBI double and a single back in the 3rd inning in that leadoff spot here for Timpanogos. If Boyack can pitch out of this one here, it'd be huge for Timpanogos. Pitch on its way, a breaking ball right on the outside corner. It's no balls and a strike here on Casey Hamilton. Working here from the stretch, Tyler Boyack in relief of Jeff Seavey. The 0-1 pitch on its way, breaking ball is going to be chopped high over towards 3rd. A diving stop made at 3rd. The throw, however, is going to pull Caleb Peterson off the bag. A great play by Jake Roberts. It will plate 1 run for Timpanogos as scoring was severe on the play. Runners move up, and now Derek Aquinto with a chance here to really break this ball game open. The hard part with that, having to make that diving stop, Jake Roberts made a great play on the diving stop at 3rd, made a good throw across the diamond. However, you're not going to get the speed, a guy with the speed of Casey Hamilton. That one in there for a called strike, and it's 0-1. Bases loaded here in the 4th. The 0-1 pitch about ready to come home, and it's on its way. Aquinto is going to fist that one to short. Tyson Ellis makes the catch, and we head to the 5th. It's Timpanogos 8. The T-Wolves add 2 in the 4th. Timpanogos 8, Maple Mountain 0. You're watching the 2017 4A State Baseball Tournament on Spanish Fork 17, KSL.com, and DeseretNews.com. Top of the 5th inning here at Brent Brown Ballpark in Orem, Utah, as Derek Aquinto, who has been in control and in the groove so far all night tonight. So far through 4 innings, only 1 Maple Mountain hit. And right now the Golden Eagles looking to try to solve that mystery as Tyler Boyack, Peyton Pond, and Jake Roberts will come up Derek Aquinto, the left-hander, will go back to work as head coach Gary Miner quickly rushes over to the third base coach's boxes. We'll try to give Maple Mountain some guidance here. Here's Tyler Boyack, 0 for 1, went down on strikes. First pitch misses away for ball 1, 1 ball and no strikes here on Boyack. Boyack did a nice job getting the outs needed to end the 4th inning. And here's the 1-0 pitch, about ready to come home, and kick in the delivery misses with the fastball. It's 2 balls and no strikes, the count on Tyler Boyack. Ready to go as they get ready to go. Here's the 2-0 pitch on its way. Boyack chops that one right back to the mound. Aquinto off the mound, throws the first in time to retire Tyler Boyack, and there's 1 away here in the 5th inning. And that will bring up the left fielder, Peyton Pond. Pond on the day is 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Will stand in here right now, trying to find a way to get something going in that 9 spot. Kind of surprised to see, and that's not going to be Peyton Pond. That's going to be Justin Hartman, number 9, who will stand in. So Hartman to hit here for Peyton Pond in the 9 spot. Or sorry, in the, I believe the 8 spot, as the fastball misses high, ball 1. 1 ball and no strikes, the count on Justin Hartman. So Hartman swings there and misses, and it evens the count up at 1 ball and 1 strike. Hartman is doing a nice job here from the right side of the plate. He's been a guy that's been in and out of the Maple Mountain starting lineup this year, but stands in here. The 0-1 pitch swung out a miss. It's 1-2. The count on Hartman. Looking to try to see if he can get a couple of base hits here, trying to get something going here in the 5th against Aquinto. The 1-2 pitch inside and low for a ball, and the count moves to 2-2 on Justin Hartman. It'll be Jake Roberts on deck for Maple Mountain. And the 2-2 pitch about ready to come home. And Aquinto kicks and delivers the 2-2, misses low, ball 3. And the count moves to 3-2 on Hartman. Hartman looking to try to see if he can get something going here. Here's the 3-2 pitch on its way, and Hartman lifts this one high to center field, but Casey Hamilton has a beat on it. He'll make the catch, and there's 2 away. Here's the third baseman, Jake Roberts. Roberts walked in his first plate appearance. And will stand in now. So Roberts, who walked, found his way on in the 3rd inning, but then was stranded on the base pass. The Golden Eagles have stranded 3 base runners tonight, and the first pitch fastball misses away, ball 1. 1 ball and no strikes here on Jake Roberts. 1 ball and no strikes, 2 gone here in the top of the 5th inning. The left-hander Aquinto kicks and delivers this one right on the outside corner, and the count evens up, 1 ball and 1 strike. Aquinto looking to just try to work through this. In the bottom of the inning, it will be Cornish, Halford, and Brooksby coming up for Timpanogos. And the T-Wolves will, as Roberts swings through that one, and it's 1-2. If Timpanogos scores 2 on the bottom of the 5th inning, the ball game would be over. It would end via the 10-run rule, and hopefully, if you're Maple Mountain, that's the last thing you want to do is lose the game by the 10-run rule. The 1-2 pitch on its way. Roberts grounds this one to 3rd. Up with it is Walker, his throw across the diamond in time, and the top of the 5th inning. Maple Mountain goes down 1-2-3. So Aquinto has done his job on the mound. We'll see if the bats will finish this one off for Timpanogos against Tyler Boyack. Let's take a moment here on Spanish Fork 17. Let's thank our sponsors for making this broadcast possible. We want to thank the Car Guys, Triple T Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing, MVP Sports, Dickerson Automotive, Mikkel Christiansen and Wise Attorneys at Law, Two Jacks Pizza, and Lance Wilson State Farm. We thank them for making this broadcast or many other broadcasts this season possible. We also want to remind you to stay tuned to our social media pages, our Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram pages for the latest shows, live broadcasts, and keep up with our SF17 staff. Just look for Spanish Fork 17. Very important, especially this time of year when schedules and that can change. Always good to follow on social media to know when start times may be for those contests. We head to the bottom of the 5th inning. Tyler Cornish to lead it off. It will be Cornish, Halford, and Brooksby coming up. Tyler Boyack, the right-hander, ready to go back to work as right now as Cornish gets ready to stand in the box right here. I have been away for too long, taking care of other stuff. It's hard for me sometimes to break away for 3:30 games. As the first pitch on its way is pulled foul by Cornish, but nonetheless, it's been great to be back with our crew here tonight. And it's no balls and a strike here on Tyler Cornish. Tyler Boyack, the battle of 11s right here as Boyack comes home. Cornish pops it up and sends it foul into the night sky, and it's 0-2 on Tyler Boyack, on Tyler Cornish. Boy, they both wear 11. They both have the first name of Tyler. Setting up to be a disaster, and then Boyack wins the battle there, strikes out Cornish. Strikeout number 2 for Tyler Boyack. Here's Connor Halford. Halford having kind of a slow night at the plate. 0 for 2 with a walk. He grounded into a fielder's choice, walked in the second, struck out in the 4th. Boyack ready to go here from the windup and delivers that one, swung out and missed. It's no balls and a strike on Connor Halford. Boyack ready to go. Delivers this one. That one swung out and missed. No balls and 2 strikes. The count on Connor Halford. Tyler Boyack's done a great job in relief here, and that one blocked in the dirt by Mikey Peterson. That one skips to the backstop, and it's 1-2 the count here on Connor Halford. 8-0 Timpanogos. The Timberwolves looking to finish off their ticket to the 4A semifinals and get Spanish Fork coming up on Wednesday for an opportunity to play in the state championship game. The 1-2 pitch is in there, called strike 30, and Boyack catches Halford looking. Strikeout number 3 for Tyler Boyack, and here is Jake Brooksby. Brooksby has 2 strikeouts on the night against the Maple Mountain starter Jeff Seavey, and then doubled in his last at bat. First pitch to Brooksby misses high for ball 1. 1 ball and no strikes. Maple Mountain getting a left-hander warming up. That appears to be, well, it looks to be Warren Averett up in the pen. And that one's in there for a called strike, and it evens the count up at 1-1 here on Jake Brooksby. So Averett starting to get loose for Maple Mountain down in the pen. The 1-1 pitch swung out and missed, and it's 1-2 the count on Jake Brooksby. The right-hander winds, kicks, and delivers. Here's the 1-2 pitch, and Brooksby lines this one out in the left center field. That's going to fall. That one will roll all the way to the wall, the deepest part of the park. Brooksby around second, digging for third. The relay throw is going to skip past the third baseman to the pitcher, Tyler Boyack, and a 2-out triple for Jake Brooksby has Timpanogos back in business with Spencer Olson coming to the plate. And now they will bring in a runner over at third base. That will be number 18, Logan Johnston, will come in to run for the second time tonight. Now a lot of pressure right now on Tyler Boyack. A ball in the dirt, anything that gets past Peterson will score Johnston from third base. And the first pitch to Olson's a fastball that misses high, ball one. 1-0 the count. Tyler Boyack, the Maple Mountain right-hander, going to work. The 1-0 pitch is swung out, popped up, and Mikey Peterson quickly gave it a look to see if it was playable, but it's on the rooftop here, and it's a 1-1 strike. A visit out to the mound here for Maple Mountain pitching coach. Well, it appears the Golden Eagles will be back in action tomorrow if everything stays the way it is. They'll be back in action tomorrow afternoon, a 4:30 first pitch against the Salem Hill Skyhawks. So a very familiar team, Maple Mountain splitting, and that's going to be it for Tyler Boyack, it appears, as Warren Averett has made the trot in from the bullpen with 2 outs in the inning. And now I would imagine we're going to see some more changes. I would imagine Tyson Ellis will probably head back to first base, and then we'll have Boyack as Tyson Ellis now walking back over towards the dugout. He'll have to, I think, kind of trade out some gloves, which is what he'll do. With 2 outs here in the inning, Warren Averett, the left-hander, will begin to throw down in the will begin to throw in the Maple Mountain, or on the mound here for the Golden Eagles. Number 1, Warren Averett will come on to face Spencer Olson here with a 1-ball, 1-strike count and 2 outs in the bottom of the 5th inning. As right now, Tyler Boyack and company right now on the infield, trying to make sure here they know how everything needs to play. Run number 9 is sitting at third base for Timpanogos. The hitter in Spencer Olson would be run number 10. And Warren Averett will try to prevent that from happening. Maple Mountain in the 6th will send up the top of the lineup. Dawson Hall, Tito Dennison, and Tyson Ellis, 1, 2, and 3, trying to get something going against Derek Aquinto, who has just been absolutely magnificent tonight. And Warren Averett will get ready here, as I think he's got about 1 more pitch ready, and then he'll be set and ready to go in. The umpire's out there talking with Warren Averett on the mound here. And Spencer Olson will head into the box. 1-ball, 1-strike will be the count on Olson, as Averett will inherit that situation. There'll be a runner at third base, and that is going to be number 18. That's Logan Johnston running over at third. So Johnston, the runner at third. A base hit here would score the run. Maple Mountain just looking for any out at any base here just to get out of this. Averett ready to go on the mound. And the kick and the delivery on its way. That one's fouled back to the screen. 1 ball and 2 strikes now. The count on Spencer Olson. A lot of big, nice-sized crowd here tonight for the state quarterfinals. Here's the 1-2 pitch on its way home. Breaking ball is lined hard to short. Boyack up with it. His throw to Tyson Ellis in time, and the inning's over. We head to the 6th here at Brent Brown Ballpark in Orem, Utah. It's Timpanogos 8, Maple Mountain 0. You're watching the 2017 Class 4A Utah State Baseball Tournament on KSL.com and DeseretNews.com. Top of the 6th inning here at Brent Brown Ballpark. Right now, Derek Aquinto ready to go back to work here in the top of the 6th inning. He will get the top of the Maple Mountain lineup. It will be Dawson Hall, Tito Dennison and Tyson Ellis coming up. As Maple Mountain tries to get something going here this evening against Derek Aquinto, who has just been absolutely dominant. Golden Eagles' only hit of the ball game is a double in the 4th inning by Tyson Ellis. Nobody out, and the pitch on its way. A breaking ball that Dawson Hall checks his swing and takes the ball 1. It's 1 ball and no strikes. As Aquinto ready to go back to work. 1 ball and no strikes, the count on Dawson Hall. 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. The pitch on its way, and Hall checks his swing and fouls that onto the screen. Timpanogos is going to get some action throwing in the bullpen down the left field line. Number 12 getting loose down in that bullpen. That is Justin Buse, number 12, getting loose. 1 ball and 1 strike. Time called by Dawson Hall. He'll put 1 foot out of the box and stand back in. 1 ball and 1 strike. The pitch on its way home. That one inside corner for a called strike. It's 1-2 on Dawson Hall. The left-hander Aquinto ready to go on the hill. Kicks and delivers. Here's the 1-2 pitch. That one's rolled right out in front of home plate. Brooksby up with it. His throw to first in time. And there's 1 away here in the 6th inning. So here's Tito Dennison. Dennison 0 for 2, a pair of groundouts, 1 to third and 1 back to the pitcher. Dennison will try to see here if he can come through with a big clutch base knock. And the pitch on its way, low for a ball 1, 1 ball and no strikes. The count here on Tito Dennison. Infield playing back here for Maple Mountain, or for Timpanogos, I mean. The 1-0 pitch on its way, and Dennison lines a shot back through the box for a base hit. Got a fastball that caught a good portion of the plate and is able to get a nice solid piece of the bat on it for a base hit. And the Golden Eagles have their 2nd base hit of the night, and Tyson Ellis will come to the plate. And if Maple Mountain, they have 5 more outs to work with, but really to have a shot in this one, I feel like they're going to need to try to come back and get a run or 2 here in the inning. They're going to need to try to get multiple runs here in the 6th. They're going to need a 3 or a 4 spot at least. Even that might put it kind of tough as Tyson Ellis takes the first pitch fastball away for ball 1, 1 ball and no strikes. Ellis 1 for 2, a strikeout and a double back in the 4th inning. Ready to go, the 1-0 pitch, and Tyson Ellis went to check his swing. Did he go? No, he did not, says the first base umpire. It sure looked like he went from my vantage point, but nonetheless, ball 2, 2 balls and no strikes. Tyson Ellis may have gotten lucky there. 2 balls and no strikes here with 1 gone. Aquinto takes a look over at Dennison at first, comes home, and Ellis takes a big cut and comes up empty. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. They count here on Tito Dennison. Or sorry, on Tyson Ellis, I mean. Aquinto ready to go from the stretch. Takes a look over at the runner at first, and the 2-1 pitch on its way home. Tyson Ellis takes the fastball just above letter high for a ball, and it's 3 balls and a strike on Tyson Ellis. Lone Peak leading Bingham 7-2 up in the 5A tournament. Here's the 3-1 pitch on its way. Breaking ball is in there for a called strike, and the count goes full. 3 balls and 2 strikes on Tyson Ellis. Here's the 3-2 pitch, about ready to come home. And the 3-2 pitch is coming home. Ellis pops this one up, but hits it foul onto the maintenance area down the first baseline past the Maple Mountain dugout. Looking ahead to the bottom of the 6th inning for Timpanogos, it's going to be Walker, Beardsley, and Edmonds coming up. Three balls and 2 strikes the count on Ellis, and the pitch on its way home. And that one's lined foul down the right field line, and we'll do the 3-2 pitch over again. Tyson Ellis, very used to playing here at the state tournament. He's been in this group here for the last, well, close to about 3 years. He's been in this group. Kind of came onto the scene a couple of years ago in a big situation where Maple Mountain may have been deep in pitchers and pitched a fantastic ball game 2 years ago here at the state tournament. I would imagine he may be a candidate when we see sometime tomorrow. We may see Tyson Ellis tomorrow against Salem Hills, just because Maple Mountain may need to throw one of their best arms to stay deep into the tournament. The ball gets out of the Timpanogos bullpen, and they will get it back down to that bullpen. 3 balls and 2 strikes here on Tyson Ellis. 1 away in the top of the 6th inning. The 3-2 pitch, about ready to come home. The kick and the delivery, and coming home with it. That's swung out and missed. Strike 3. Strikeout number 11 for Derek Aquinto. And that's, of course, what I have him at. I have him at 11, and here comes Colin Reed with 2 away. Reed has struck out twice here in 2 at-bats tonight. Here's the 0-2 pitch. They'll throw back over to first, and diving back is Tito Dennison. Dennison, the runner over to first, had a 1-out base hit here in the 6th inning. And the pitch on its way. Fastball right on the outside corner. This time a called strike to Colin Reed, and it's 0-1. Dennison, a good sized lead over at first. The 0-1 pitch coming in, that one low for a ball, and the count evens up at 1-1. Derek Aquinto must be getting close to his pitch count. Justin Buse getting loose pretty quick. The 1-1 pitch popped up. This one will go foul, and we'll redo the one. We'll have a 1-2 pitch coming here. That pitch count really kind of changing things a little bit throughout high school baseball, with the fact that pitchers, once they reach the maximum of their pitch count, the 1-2 pitch swung out and missed, strike 3, and Derek Aquinto gets strikeout number 12. We head to the bottom of the 6th inning here at Brent Brown Ballpark as Maple Mountain gets their 2nd hit, but they strand their 4th base runner. We head to the bottom of the 6th inning. Coming up, it will be Walker, Beardsley, and Edmonds for Timpanogos. Let's take a moment here on Spanish Fork 17 to thank our sponsors for making this broadcast possible. We want to thank the car guys, Dickerson Automotive, Lance Wilson State Farm, Triple T Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing, Mikkel Christiansen and Wise, attorneys at law, MVP Sports, and 2 Jacks Pizza for making this broadcast and our many others possible throughout the high school sports season. Here, as it's been a fun year on Spanish Fork 17. And we're looking forward and hoping to have some fun this week as well, as Warren Averett will get ready to we'll head back out onto the mound here to get ready to deal with the bottom part of the Timpanogos lineup. It will be a 2-for-2 Caden Walker, a 2-for-2 Cal Beardsley, and then a 2-for-3 Josh Edmonds coming to the plate. Right now, as Warren Averett will get ready to finish up his warm-up tosses. As it should be fun. Let's kind of set for those watching on KSL.com and DeseretNews.com. We'll be back with you tomorrow afternoon. A 1:30 first pitch between Skyridge and Skyline. And then at 4:30, we'll be back here on Spanish Fork 17, also on KSL.com and DeseretNews.com. All 3 of those for the 4:30 game between what sure looks like to be Maple Mountain against Salem Hills. And then depending on if Maple Mountain wins, of course, we'll be back on at 7 on SFCN. If Maple Mountain loses that game to Salem Hills, however, we'll just be on KSL.com and DeseretNews.com. So here comes Caden Walker to lead it off, and Walker takes the first pitch inside and off the glove of Mikey Peterson for ball 1, 1 ball and no strikes. So we're kind of up in the air as to right now as to how everything will go tomorrow. We know some things, obviously, but some of it will depend on who wins tomorrow. The 1-0 pitch about ready to come home to Caden Walker. And the 1-0 pitch, a fastball stays high, ball 2. And it's 2 balls and no strikes on Caden Walker. Walker, a pair of base hits in the ball game, hitting in the 7th spot for Timpanogos. And the 2-0 pitch on its way. Walker swings and hits this one the opposite way, but giving it a quick look is Colin Reed, but that ball will hook well foul. And it will be 2 balls and a strike here as the traffic you see picking up here on a Monday night coming down University Parkway. The breeze starting to pick up. That's probably one of the more noticeable features of the evening as the 2-1 pitch comes inside and tight, but a called strike at the knees, and it's 2 balls and 2 strikes on Caden Walker. Warren Averett, the left-hander, wearing number 1, ready to go on the mound, and the 2-2 pitch on its way home, inside and tight, and it actually hit Caden Walker. So Walker will be aboard on the hit by pitch here in the 6th inning, and Cal Beardsley will come to the plate. We will see. We've seen them run all night for Caden Walker, but it doesn't look like here they're going to. Walker kind of a little shaken up as he gets over to first base. And now Cal Beardsley will come to the plate as the umpire. You see him holding up that ball. What that's doing is to let the tournament officials know, hey, we need more baseballs. So with nobody out, it's a 2 for 3. It's a 2 for 2 Cal Beardsley. He also has a sacrifice back in the 2nd inning. Ready to go right here. The pitch on its way, and that one missing high for ball 1. 1 ball and no strikes on Cal Beardsley. Beardsley represents the winning run for Timpanogos, so if somehow right now Timpanogos scores 2 in the bottom of the 6th inning, the T-Wolves will clinch this ball game. That one comes inside and tight for a called strike, and it evens the count up at 1 ball and 1 strike here on Cal Beardsley. Josh Edmonds in the on-deck circle for Timpanogos, and then back to the top of their lineup with Casey Hamilton. The 1-1 pitch on its way home, inside and tight, ball 2. 2 balls and a strike. No action going in the Maple Mountain bullpen, so Warren Averett right now appears to be the guy. 2 balls and 1 strike to count. Warren Averett working from the stretch, takes a look in behind the plate, gets the sign from Peterson. That one missing low, ball 3. And it's 3-1, the count here on Cal Beardsley. Timpanogos head coach Kim Nelson has built a very good program here at Timpanogos. The 3-1 pitch. That one's going to be fought off to second, gloved by the second baseman Dennis, and the throw back to first. Out of the glove of Tyson Ellis for the first out of the inning, though. Beardsley retired. And here comes the right fielder Josh Edmonds. For Maple Mountain in the 7th, it will be Mikey Peterson, Carter Shaw, Tyler Boyack. 5, 6, and 7 coming up. And my guess is they will probably face Justin Buse. I don't know how many pitches Aquinto's at, but would imagine he's probably pretty close to reaching the max. 1 gone here, and the pitch on its way. Breaking ball is going to be rolled foul by right fielder Josh Edmonds. Edmonds, a RBI double, a 3-run homer to have 3 RBIs or 4 RBIs on the night for Timpanogos. Has had a monster game in the 9th spot. The 0-1 pitch on its way home. Edmonds takes that one and misses for a ball, and it's 1-1 the count. 1 ball and 1 strike the count. The kick and the delivery on its way. A breaking ball inside and tight for a called strike with the curveball, and it's 1-2 the count here on Josh Edmonds. 1 away in the bottom of the 6th inning, an 8-0 lead for Timpanogos. Caden Walker gets his lead over at first. Breaking ball, swung out and missed. Foul tipped into the glove for the strikeout. That is the first strikeout by Warren Averett. And with 2 gone, here's Casey Hamilton. Hamilton 3 for 3. A walk in the first, a double in the second, and singles in the 3rd and in the 4th with 2 RBIs on the night. From the stretch, Averett ready to go. He kicks and delivers the pitch on its way. That one gets in there for a called strike, and it's 0-1 the count on Casey Hamilton. Hamilton, wearing number 9, stands in from the right side of the plate. And the 0-1 pitch is going to be a fastball that misses for a ball, and it's 1-1 the count on Casey Hamilton. Derek Aquinto in the on-deck circle would hit if the inning continues past Casey Hamilton. Here's the 1-1 pitch on its way inside and tight, ball 2, 2-1 the count here on Casey Hamilton. The 2-1 pitch on its way. This one comes in behind Casey Hamilton. Ball 3, and it's 3-1. So Averett will have to come over with something good to hit here. Three balls and 1 strike on Casey Hamilton, the Timpanogos leadoff hitter. Averett from the stretch takes a look at first and comes home, and that ball's lined down the left field line. Fair ball off the wall. Going around second and going into third is Walker, the relay throw coming in, and Casey Hamilton's on second with a stand-up double as Peyton Pond quickly got the baseball in. And now with 2 outs, it's going to put runners on at second and third, and the winning run now in scoring position for Timpanogos after the second double of the night from Casey Hamilton. And Derek Quinto has a chance here with a base hit to win the ball game for Timpanogos. Quinto has walked, flown out to left, and was hit by a pitch in the third. Working from the stretch, it's Averett. And the pitch on its way, that ball's popped up, hit towards the bullpen, long run, and trying to get there, and not able to run it down is Colin Reed in right. You just saw Reed taking off like he was trying to get big time to that baseball, and he just ran out of real estate. And it's 0-1, a long foul ball there for Derek Quinto. Ready to go here from the stretch. The 0-1 pitch, ready to go. Quinto comes in, and that one misses for a ball. It evens the count up. 1 ball and 1 strike on Derek Quinto. Quinto right now has been great on the mound. Trying to do it with the bat here. That one's rolled foul down the first baseline, and it's 1-2 the count here on Derek Quinto. Tyler Cornish in the on-deck circle for Timpanogos if the inning continues past Quinto. One ball, 2 strikes with 2 outs. Quinto hits this one high into the air to left. Over to make the play is Peyton Pond. He'll make the catch, and the inning's over. So we'll take a break here on Spanish Fork 17 and on KSL.com and DeseretNews.com. Last chance for Maple Mountain. The Golden Eagles need 8 to tie. They need 9 to take the lead. Can the Golden Eagles respond? We'll find out here on KSL.com, DeseretNews.com, and Spanish Fork 17. Maybe the good news for Maple Mountain is Derek Quinto's night has come to an end right now. He goes 6 innings, allows no runs, 2 hits, and is absolutely dominant tonight of the Golden Eagles. And Maple Mountain has their final shot coming up here against Justin Buse, the right-hander, number 12. who will come in. They do have a lefty warming up down at Cal Beardsley, throwing down in the Timpanogos bullpen. I think just in case Buse maybe gets this one a little too close for comfort. If you're Kim Nelson and Timpanogos, as it will be Mikey Peterson, Carter Shaw, Tyler Boyack. Peterson 0 for 1 with a walk. That walk coming back in the second inning when it really looked like Maple Mountain may be able to get something started against the right-hander. That pitch misses for ball 1. 1 ball and no strikes the count here on Mikey Peterson. Ready to go. Here's the 1-0 pitch on its way. That one missing low for a ball. 2 balls and no strikes the count on Mikey Peterson. Two balls and no strikes. The pitch on its way. High and tight, ball 3. 3 balls and no strikes the count here on Mikey Peterson. Stay tuned in the conclusion of our broadcast tonight. We'll wrap this one up. We'll have our MVP Sports MVP of the game. That one over for a called strike, and it's 3-1 here on Mikey Peterson. Here's the 3-1 pitch. That one misses ball 4, and Peterson draws his second free pass of the night here in the 7th to lead off. Nice job by Mikey Peterson, and he'll be lifted here for Hansley Pay to come in and run again. Pay came in to run for Peterson back in the first inning, so we'll see Pay come in and run, and now we're going to have some pinch hitters for Maple Mountain. It will be number 22 coming in to hit here for Carter Shaw. Number 22 is Ethan Bergstrom. So Bergstrom to hit here for Carter Shaw. So Bergstrom ready to stand in for Maple Mountain. Wearing number 22, getting low in the box, and the first pitch misses low for ball 1. Ready to go. Buse from the stretch. Kicks and delivers the 1-0 pitch, and that one swung out and missed right now by Bergstrom. Nobody out, top of the 7th inning. Timpanogos leading 8-0. The 1-1 pitch. There's a fastball that misses for a ball. The throw down to second is in time to get Hansley Pay, and that is going to be out number 1 here of the inning. It looked like Pay got a really good jump there. And the throw, it looked like Pay might have got underneath the tag there, but the base umpire had a better view than I had from here. And so there's one out. Here's Bergstrom with a 2-1 count. Time called. Bergstrom wants to step out of the box. The 2-1 pitch on its way. That one swung out and missed, and it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. They count here on Ethan Bergstrom. Ready to go. Buse with the 2-2 pitch. Misses low, ball 3. And it's 3 balls and 2 strikes on Ethan Bergstrom. Maple Mountain kind of emptying out the bench is right here, getting some other guys some at-bats. The 3-2 pitch is swung out and missed. Bergstrom down on strikes. The first strikeout for Justin Buse. And now that's going to bring up, believe that's going to be Caden Beal coming in to hit for Maple Mountain, and it will be Caden Beal, number 23, to hit for Tyler Boyack. Golden Eagles down to their final out. Beal will hit here against Justin Buse. Pitch on its way, misses outside for ball 1. 1 ball and no strikes here on Caden Beal. Beal's first plate appearance of the night. Buse comes in, that one in there for a called strike, and it's 0-1. Timpanogos has pitched very well in this one. The 1-1 pitch on its way home is going to be popped up down the line. Playable at first, but it's going to go foul, and it will be 1-2, and Maple Mountain's down to their final strike. Infield back right now for Timpanogos. Buse ready to go on the mound, kicks and delivers. The 1-2 pitch is low and outside for a ball on the count. evens up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Outfield pretty much straight away here for Timpanogos. Hamilton shaded a little bit more towards right center. The 2-2 pitch. And Beal makes contact and fouls it back to the screen. And it stays 2 balls and 2 strikes. Before we sign off, we'll set the schedule for tomorrow. Have our MVP Sports MVP of the game. Get you ready for the next round of the state tournament. The 2-2 pitch. Beal fouls it away. And it will be 2 balls and 2 strikes on Caden Beal. We'll get ready to do this again tomorrow. Here's the 2-2 pitch, about ready to come home, and the kick and the delivery on its way misses ball 3, and the count goes full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Count is full on Caden Beal. Buse ready to go from the windup. Takes a look into Brooksby behind the plate, and the pitch on its way is hit out to right field. Under it, waiting for it, making the catch is Edmonds, and the ball game is over. Timpanogos has beaten Maple Mountain by a final of 8-0 here at Brent Brown Ballpark. Timpanogos advances to the next round. They will meet Spanish Fork on Wednesday in the semifinals, coming up at 4:30 p.m. first pitch on Wednesday. Maple Mountain will play at 4:30 tomorrow afternoon against Salem Hills. We'll take a break here on Spanish Fork 17 and KSL.com and DeseretNews.com. Our MVP Sports MVP of the game coming up after the break. Maple Mountain drops this one 8-0 to Timpanogos. Back here at Brent Brown Ballpark here at Utah Valley University tonight, where Maple Mountain drops one to Timpanogos by a score of 8-0. Maple Mountain looking to try to rebound tomorrow afternoon at 4:30 against the Salem Hills Skyhawks, as that one will be a big game. There's Golden Eagles and Skyhawks splitting the regular season matchup. Tonight, our MVP Sports MVP of the game, kind of a difficult decision tonight just because Maple Mountain just didn't have a great night offensively. The starting pitching was good at times, but not overly great. We're going to go with a guy out of the back end of the bullpen, and Warren Averett, who came in a position where where a lot of momentum was starting to go to Timpanogos. And don't get me wrong, he gave up a couple of hits in that, but really gave Maple Mountain an opportunity when he needed to come up with some big outs. We'll go with Warren Averett for the MVP Sports MVP of the game. We'll sign off for tonight on Spanish Fork 17. We'll be back with you on SFCN tomorrow afternoon at 4:30, Maple Mountain and Salem Hills. On KSL.com and DeseretNews.com, we're back with you tomorrow afternoon at 1:30, where we'll have Sky Ridge and Skyline. Those are in elimination games. Stay tuned for our upcoming broadcast schedule on our social media pages here as we will go throughout the rest of the tournament. You have been watching the 2017 Class 4A Utah State Baseball Tournament on KSL.com, DeseretNews.com, and Spanish Fork 17. Have a great night wherever you are, and we'll see you tomorrow here from Brent Brown Ballpark.